What is the purpose of a child? When we ask ourselves, what is the purpose of a child? The answer isn't simple. In many cultures, having children is linked to concepts of legacy, family, and continuity. However, a child's purpose goes far beyond what they can offer in terms of family succession or genetic legacy. A child brings a new sense of life, a fresh perspective, and a series of challenges that in a way make parents more complete, mature, and connected to the world around them. Fatherhood offers a purpose that goes beyond what we can immediately understand. Having children is an experience that transforms, teaches, and challenges us in ways we never imagined. In this guide, we'll reflect on the different meanings and roles a child can have in a parent's life, from renewing family values to creating a lasting emotional legacy. The continuity of legacy and family. Historically, children have been seen as the continuity of a family and a legacy. In the cultural and social context, having kids is often associated with the desire to preserve the family name, values, and traditions that are passed down from generation to generation. In this sense, a child becomes a living connection to the past and the future, representing the perpetuation of the family's story. However, this continuity goes far beyond the biological or genealogical aspect. For many dads, fatherhood means the chance to pass on important life values and lessons, such as respect, love, and solidarity. The child then becomes an extension of their own principles and beliefs, and this goes beyond genetic inheritance. Raising a child is, in many cases, a renewal of a parent's hopes and dreams, a way to leave a mark on the world through someone they love deeply. The journey of personal learning. What a child teaches a dad. Having a child is, without a doubt, one of the most transformative experiences in a dad's life. A child is not just a biological continuation, they are also a life teacher. Fatherhood leads dads to discover parts of themselves that were dormant or unknown, such as patience, commitment, empathy, and even vulnerability. What many dads realize over time is that while teaching and caring for their child, they also learn and evolve. Fatherhood teaches dads to be better versions of themselves. They discover new values and priorities, often putting their child's needs ahead of their own. This process of self-improvement is one of fatherhood's greatest rewards, as a child has the power to transform what seemed to be a life centered on individualism into a life that is more connected and compassionate. Additionally, a child awakens deep emotions and reflections that help a dad become more aware of his own humanity. What a dad learns from a child is not limited to intellectual lessons, but also involves emotional values that only the experience of fatherhood can provide, the source of unconditional love and spiritual growth. One of the greatest gifts a child offers a dad is unconditional love. A child's love isn't based on achievements or expectations, it simply exists. This type of love transforms a dad's life in immeasurable ways, as it is a love that doesn't judge, doesn't demand anything in return, and accepts a dad as he is. This unconditional love can also be a tool for spiritual growth. For many dads, the experience of fatherhood offers a sense of a deeper connection to something greater than themselves, whether it's with family, life, or even God. The responsibility of caring for and raising a new life leads a dad to reflect on what truly matters and on his role in this world, often bringing a new spiritual or philosophical perspective. This kind of unconditional bond is one of the most precious parts of fatherhood, as it teaches a dad to value the present moment, to see the world through a child's eyes, and to notice the beauty in small gestures of love and affection. The challenge of raising a new generation, how to teach and prepare them for the world. Besides the emotional impact, a dad's role is also crucial in developing a child's identity and social skills. A dad, throughout his journey, needs to prepare his child for the world, teaching them to make decisions, understand their emotions, and handle life's challenges. In many cases, a child becomes a reflection of what a dad wants to pass on. The education given by a dad, whether directly or through example, shapes the foundation of values and attitudes that will guide the child throughout their life. The challenge of being a dad is therefore also the challenge of preparing a new generation to face a world that is in constant transformation. Being a dad in this sense goes far beyond simply raising a child. It's about guiding and mentoring the next generation, teaching them to adapt and evolve in a world with new technologies, ideas, and challenges. The child therefore serves as a continuation of their parents' experiences, values, and lessons, but at the same time as a catalyst for the future. The fatherly legacy, what a dad leaves for his child beyond material goods. Often when we think about the purpose of having children, the first thing that comes to mind are the material responsibilities, providing a quality education, ensuring security, and giving them health and well-being. But a dad's legacy goes far beyond material goods. The true fatherly legacy is emotional and spiritual, and it's reflected in the lessons, shared memories, and values that are passed down from generation to generation. A child, in turn, becomes a bearer of this legacy, passing on to others what they received from their dad, whether in terms of love, wisdom, or life principles. The dad, then, leaves not just a material inheritance, but an immortal legacy of affection, strength, and character. This legacy cannot be measured in numbers or objects, but in the emotional impact and experiences shared with the child. The feeling of being a dad thus involves the understanding that a child is a part of life's continuity. They are a reflection of the choices made, the lessons learned, and the moments shared that even after many years will continue to live on through them. The awakening of responsibility. How a child teaches a dad to value time. When a man becomes a dad, he starts to perceive the fragility of time in a new and profound way. The responsibility of caring for another human being brings the urgency of being present, of enjoying every moment, and of understanding that time is the most precious resource he can give his child. What a child truly offers a dad is the opportunity to be more conscious about how he uses his time, both at work and in his personal life. Every second with a child becomes more meaningful, whether it's in the simple act of playing, talking, or teaching them how to ride a bike. Children teach dads to value the now, to slow down, and to focus on what truly matters. Amid a busy routine, a dad learns to find balance and to prioritize quality moments, recognizing that these moments with his child are the ones that truly define life. Fatherhood also awakens a new sense of emotional urgency, as a dad knows that time with his child is limited and precious. Each phase of a child's life is unique, and by being aware of this passage of time, a dad becomes more grateful for the small victories and the simple fact of being present. The commitment to growth, a dad's role in a child's personal and professional development. In addition to teaching practical life skills, a dad has a crucial role in developing a child's character and professional aspirations. A dad can be a role model of hard work, dedication, and discipline, and these qualities are often passed on to a child, not by words but by example. The way a dad handles work, difficulties, and victories gives a child a concrete example of how to deal with their own challenges in life. Fatherhood also involves a commitment to a child's future. Teaching about resilience, ethics, and commitment to goals are aspects a dad passes on to his child, helping them become someone proactive and determined. By investing in a child's personal and professional growth, a dad is, in a way, helping to shape their future trajectory in the world. Therefore, a child's purpose goes beyond immediate love and the emotional bond. They are a continuation of a dad's legacy, in which the dad, by teaching and inspiring, contributes to building the child's future. The challenge of being an example of both strength and vulnerability. Being a dad also means balancing strength and vulnerability. A dad needs to be the rock his child leans on, offering emotional security, stability, and leadership. However, being an example of strength doesn't mean being unbeatable or perfect. On the contrary, the true example of strength is also in demonstrating vulnerability. Showing a child that it's okay to make mistakes, feel fear, or be imperfect is one of the most valuable lessons a dad can teach. The feeling of being a dad in this context is one of shared humanity. By showing vulnerability, a dad teaches that true strength lies in the ability to adapt, to learn from mistakes, and to be genuine with others. This balance between strength and vulnerability creates a healthy model for a child who sees in their dad not just an unreachable hero, but a real human being, capable of handling his emotions and challenges maturely. The power of presence. How a dad impacts a child's life by simply being there. Ultimately, the main thing a child wants from their dad isn't just financial support or smart advice, but his presence. Being physically and emotionally available for a child in all moments, big or small, has an immeasurable impact on their life. A dad's presence is a reflection of the commitment and priority he gives to his child's life. Simply being there for a child, whether to listen, play, or support, sends a powerful message: you are important to me. Fatherhood is an exercise in presence, of emotional dedication that goes beyond words and actions. The simple fact that a dad is available without external distractions makes a child feel valued and supported. This impact, while often invisible, remains in a child's heart and memory for a lifetime. The legacy of love. What a dad leaves when he is gone. When a dad asks himself, what is the purpose of a child? He may realize that the true purpose of being a dad isn't just in his daily actions, but in the legacy of love and values he leaves behind. Even when a dad is no longer physically present, the love he gave and the lessons he taught continue to live on through his child. The memory of the dad and the wisdom he shared become an emotional legacy that shapes the child's life. Fatherhood is a journey that transcends time and space. What really matters when a dad looks at his journey is to realize that what he leaves for his child isn't just material goods, but the experience of love and teachings that help form the child's character and prepare them for the future. The purpose of fatherhood, a journey of love, growth, and legacy. Being a dad is a unique and deeply transformative journey. From the moment a child is born, a dad finds himself involved in an experience full of challenges, joys, and above all, growth. A child isn't just a biological extension, they are a reflection of the love and teachings a dad offers. They become a continuation of the legacy, a teacher who teaches while learning from their child. A child's purpose in a dad's life goes far beyond the continuity of a lineage or material responsibilities. They serve to transform a dad into a more complete version of himself, teaching him the true meaning of unconditional love, responsibility, and emotional legacy. Every child is, in fact, a gift that teaches parents to live more fully, more connected, and more meaningfully. Now it's your turn. How has fatherhood transformed your life? What lessons have you learned from your kids? Share your experience with us in the comments. If you believe that fatherhood is a legacy of love and learning that transcends time, subscribe to the Light in Fatherhood channel and continue this journey with us. Let's learn and grow together in the mission of raising strong, responsible, and loving kids.